What's going on YouTube? You're watching Fixed by Shaq, and in today's quick tutorial, I'm going to help you diagnose your mobile data if your cellular data, or in other words, mobile data is not working at all. Do not worry, by the end of this video, I really expect this problem to be solved and that you'll be able to access the internet by means of your mobile data here on your iPhone device. Hey, my name is Shaq, and in this channel I do help you finding tech related issues, and I also share cool tech hacks and tutorials. So if you're into tech content, consider subscribing here to the YouTube channel. Now, the very first thing here that I would recommend you guys to do, here I am on my iPhone device. As you can see, if I bring down the control center down here, I do have my mobile data or cellular data already turned on, right? So the very first thing I would recommend you guys to do is to turn it off, okay? And then turn on flight mode real quick here for a couple of seconds. We're talking about 10 to 15 seconds. And once that's done, you're gonna bring back on the network by turning off the flight mode. You want to make sure that Wi-Fi is always turned off so it doesn't connect automatically to any network, and then simply try turning on again the cellular data. Now, while you turn on the cellular data, you need to be able to see a small difference in here. For example, I'm going to turn it off. As you can see, the LTE has vanished, okay? This could be LTE, it could be 4G, 5G, 3G, depending on your internet connection that you've got, provided by your local carrier, right? So you need to be able to see something every time you turn on and every time you turn off. If you're unable to see, just keep following the steps, because I'll also show you at the end of the video how you can configure. Because if you're unable to see, you probably don't have your internet configured already, right? This could be the issue. But let's continue and move into the next step if this one didn't help with fixing the issue that you've got. Now, what I would recommend you guys to do next is to hop into settings real quick, scroll down all the way to cellular down here, hop into cellular real quick, and then over here, for example, in my case, I've got two eSIM numbers, but if you've got only one, no worries, just follow the tutorial. You just want to make sure you select the SIM, which is the one actually being used as the cellular data, right? So I'm going to tap here on this one, and then over here, you'll be able to see a few settings and definitions in here. So what you want to do here, you want to go all the way to voice and data, and over here you want to make sure that you are actually selected on auto. You might be having 5G auto or, for example, 4G auto. Leave it as auto because auto will automatically switch between the channel which is actually providing you best internet connection, right? So depending on your broadband and your channel provided by the carrier, leaving on auto is very useful and will help us a lot with this issue right here. Now, keeping on auto. Now, if this didn't help, what I would recommend you guys to do next is to double check here data roaming. If you are actually abroad or out of your main country, make sure the data roaming is turned on and try accessing the internet by that means. Now, if data roaming is not the issue, if you're just simply within your country of origin of that specific carrier, do not worry. Let's move into the next step where we need to hop into data mode and make sure that this is always set to standard and not low power mode or something else. Because if you go to low data mode, you might be in a situation where your carrier is actually offering you really low internet speed or something like that, and that may not be enough for you to run your stuff here on your iPhone device. That happens a lot. So you need to double check this, okay, here on data mode. I would recommend you guys doing this. Now, if none of these steps actually help fixing the issue that you've got, I would recommend you guys hopping here into cellular data network. This step is also very important specifically for people who do not have any description here at the top when the mobile data is turned on. So what you want to do here is simply hop quickly into cellular data network, and over here you need to fill here the APN here at the top and the APN here at the bottom, right? So in most carriers, please note, in most carriers all over the world, the APN is only internet as it's written like this with small letters, not capital letters like this, internet only, right? So if you have anything over there, or if you do not have internet, simply type internet here and here at the bottom as well. Now, if it doesn't work for you, what you can do is call your carrier and ask them for the APN and information that you need to provide in here. It might slightly differ in specific carriers, which are very specific with their internet APN. Other thing you can do, you can also hop into google.com. For example, if you are using a specific carrier, such as, for example, TNT, you can come into Google and write simply TNT, okay? APN mobile. Okay, you can type something like this and then search for it, and you'll be able to find out that information here that you need to fill up over there online. So all you need to do is simply search here. People do have a lot of information online according to each specific APN profile. So what you need to do here is just simply search for the specific information that you've got in here and then fill it over there. Okay, so for example, this one for Canadian people, the name of the APN is phone, simply phone, right? So it varies from carrier to carrier. Okay, now please note this is more specific for people that do not have any description while having the mobile data turned on. Now, once you do this, after setting the APN data in here, as soon as you do that, you need to actually force restart your phone. This is so important because it won't make any difference if you do not force restart. So in order to force restart here, the process is the following. If you have an iPhone 8 Plus or later models, like mine, I'm using an iPhone 16 Pro in here, what you need to do is rapidly tap on volume up and then down and then press and hold the power button until your phone reboots. This is how it goes. 1, 2, pressing and holding the power button. Do not release the power button until your phone reboots and you see 2 Apple logos on your screen. Here we go, let's wait for a couple more seconds. It's already rebooting real quick, okay? You need to be patient. This will help you actually resetting all the settings that you've got, that you've recently changed on your phone, so it doesn't have any issue, right? Okay, release your button as soon as you see the second Apple logo here on your device. Here we go, my phone is now turning on. Normally, just wait for a couple more seconds and let your iPhone do its thing. There we go. Here we go, my iPhone is up and running. Let me quickly unlock it, okay? So unlock your phone and then double check if the issue is solved or not. Okay, so try connecting, try navigating, and if it's solved, awesome. But if it's not solved, do not worry, we're moving into the next step. Now here on the next step, we need to reset our network settings here on our iPhone, right? So in order to do that, we need to scroll down all the way to general down here, and then we'll have to scroll down all the way to the bottom where we've got an option which says transfer or reset iPhone, right? So you want to tap on transfer or reset iPhone. You want to tap here on reset. Now the option you want to select here is reset network settings. Tap on reset network settings, type in your passcode, and this will reset all network settings that you've got, and your phone will automatically reboot here on your iPhone. Okay, now of course it's not working. Just proceed with this step in here, and this should help reconnecting or resetting every network setting that you've got here on your iPhone, because you might be having a specific definition that might not be helping much, right? Now, if this doesn't help you, let's move into the next step. Hop into cellular real quick, and if you have 2 eSIMs, this is only for people who do have 2 eSIMs, you might be in a situation where the alternative eSIM is being selected. So here on cellular data, you need to tap once, and as you can see, we do have 2 profiles in here. So you need to select the one which is actually linked to the phone number, which is the one that you actually wish to navigate online, right? So you can select here by tapping on one of these 2. In my case, it's already selected to mine, okay? And this will allow you to connect seamlessly. Now, make sure that allow cellular data switching is also turned off. Otherwise, your phone will switch from one to another depending on the internet speed or depending on the one that's providing stable connection on your phone if you have multiple eSIMs on your phone, right? This is also important to double check on your phone. Now, next thing I would recommend you guys to check, it's pretty obvious, but sometimes might be the situation. Make sure that you do not have VPN connected in here, okay? If you open up VPN here, make sure that you do not have this status turned on. It's not connected. It should be like this, because you might be in a situation where you're connected to a specific VPN network for a long period of time, and that automatically keeps on blocking yourself because the server you're connected to doesn't work anymore. It has vanished. So you're connecting to an invalid server, which will not offer you internet connection. So make sure you turn that off as well. And in order to check if you have VPN, just bring down the control center. If you have VPN connected, it should show up here as VPN. So make sure that that's not the case. Now, Last but not least, I would recommend you guys to try updating your software real quick. You might be running a very old software. If that's the case, simply tap on General real quick and then go all the way to Software Update and double check if you do not have any pending software update depending on your iPhone model, okay? So updating your software might help fixing the problem that you've got. Less likely, but in some scenarios, this can be your solution over there. Thank you so much for making it till the end of the video, and if you find my content useful, consider subscribing, like the video, and let me know in the comment section if you have any doubts so I can get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching Fixed by Shaq, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.